Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my review for another Jason Statham action movie called Safe. Now, to be honest, you can call any Jason Statham action film just one title. You can call it Jason Statham shoots and beats up a bunch of people of multiple different races and looks good doing it. Part 18. That's this one. And, we get one of these every like 4 or 5, maybe 6 months. The last one we got was Killer Elite. Last one before that we got The Mechanic. Last one before that was probably The Expendables, and so on. So Jason Statham has been in a lot of action movies, and this is yet another one. Is this one a good one? To be honest, Killer Elite kind of disappointed me. It wasn't as good as I hoped it was. Mechanic was actually a lot of fun, and The Expendables was a lot of fun too. So hopefully this one will be good. Let's find out. The story is actually a little bit involving, and I do like the characters. Jason Statham, right in the beginning of the film, you actually really do feel bad for him. I mean, he saw his wife get murdered. He pretty much is told by the Russian mafia that he cannot pretty much live a normal life or they will kill everybody that he knows. So he pretty much lives a homeless life, not knowing anybody, and you feel bad for him, you really do. And I'm just gonna say it, I think Jason Statham is great in this film. I think he is really likable, he's badass, he has plenty of one-liners to throw out there, and he definitely shows that somewhat sensitive side to him, and I really like that. So Jason Statham, he's a badass in this, and he's great acting-wise. Everybody else actually does a good job too. No real big show-off actors here. I mean, you have Chris Sarandon, who kinda was a big star at once. He was in Child's Play and stuff, you know. He's okay in this. Everybody else does a good job. The little girl who plays Mai, I think it's Mai, who plays the little Chinese girl, she does a good job too. She's likable. So overall, the acting is good. But, of course, this is a Jason Statham action movie. So that means one thing. Let's talk about the dialogue. The dialogue has to be good in this because we all know that's what Jason Statham action movies are all about. So, no, I'm just kidding. The action, of course. You already saw that coming. I always do stupid shit like that. Yeah, the action in this film, I gotta say, impressed me. I really was enjoying most of the action in the film. I mean, it's the typical action. I mean, there's a car chase, there's a shootout in a restaurant, there's some fist fights, there's people getting thrown out of buildings. Typical stuff, but it was filmed well. It wasn't shaky, like terrible shaky. It was shaky a little bit, but I could tell what was going on. And the story was somewhat engaging, and just all the action and Jason Statham being a badass really compelled me. I really enjoyed the action in the film, and to be honest, it was much better than Killer Elite, because Killer Elite had like 3 action scenes in the whole entire film, maybe 4, and like maybe 2 very short ones, but here there's like maybe 4 of them, but they're long action scenes, and they're really cool. But I gotta admit, there is one action scene that bugged me, and that is at the end, where Jason Statham and this really badass guy, I'm not gonna spoil who it is, but this really badass guy are about to fight, and then it just, like, I'm not even gonna spoil it, but it really, it cock teased me. I'm gonna say it teased me, and I was like, oh, this could be such a badass fight, and it was like, oh. I was like, damn. So, yeah, the action was a lot of fun. The choreography, of course, Jason Statham, at least I'm pretty sure he does most of his own stunts, which are just him doing this, so I guess it's not really that impressive. But, you know, him being badass, I always enjoy watching that. So, overall, the action is great in this film. The acting is good. Jason Statham's great as usual. And the story is actually pretty decent. So, overall, I did like Safe. I thought it was actually probably just as good as The Mechanic. I'm going to give it a straight up 30 out of a 40. So, anyway, there you go. There's my review for Safe. Definitely check it out because it's actually a pretty good freaking action film. So, a little cliched, I have to admit. It's a little cliched, and the ending isn't great at all, but overall, it's still a fun movie, so definitely check it out. Anyway, there you go. There's my first review for this weekend. Look forward to the next 2 coming up in the next 2 days. So anyway, there you go. Thank you and goodbye.